Mark and Will Show. Monday through Friday, player. Watch it while you on the go. It's the Mark and Will Show. It's the Mark and Will Show. Catch them at 8 p.m. They gon' tell you what they know. It's the Mark and Will Show. It's the Mark and Will Show. Monday through Friday, player. Watch it while you on the go. It's the Mark and Will Show. It's the Mark and Will Show. Catch them at 8 p.m. They gon' tell you what they know.
What's going on, people? Welcome back to another great episode of the Mark and Will Show. Of course, you got the favorite two hosts of the most, Mark and Will. What's up, my brother?
What's going on, partner? Doing all right?
Yes, sir. On this great, beautiful Sunday.
Yes, sir. March Madness, baby. March Madness.
It's here. Sunday selection show. Let's go ahead and just get right into it, brother, because it's kind of crazy. Go ahead and give me one of them.
Okay.
East.
You want the East bracket?
Yeah, let's get the East out the way.
Okay, cool.
See what we got going on over here. Okay, brother. On this bracket side right here, what is the game that got your attention, and what's the team that you feel like shouldn't be over here?
Ooh, that's a juicy. But hold on, real quick, because you threw a bomb out there first. You threw a bomb out there first. Let's go through it real quick. Number one seed in this one is Michigan, right? He threw a bomb out there. And then the play-in game, Texas Southern against MTS, and I don't know who that is. LSU and St. Bonaventure. Colorado against Georgetown. Florida State, UNC, Greensboro. BYU, 6th seed against the play-in game. Michigan State, UCLA. Number 3, Texas, Abilene Christian. 7, Connecticut against 10, Maryland. 2, Alabama. 15, Iona. Well, I'm going to tell you what. One of the juicy games off the bat to me is that Colorado and Georgetown. Georgetown started balling.
Yeah.
Started balling. So that right there, that's going to be a real good one. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Off the bat.
I like that game too.
Yeah, and then let me see. That Florida State and Greensboro. It's funny because Louisville was supposed to play Greensboro, but it's one of those COVID things.
Yeah.
And then you have the that playing game. Let me get around a little bit. That playing game. That's going to be something too, because they're playing with Michigan State and UCLA. Yeah, that's going to be a Johnson also right off the bat. So that right there, and I don't even, the thing about it is that I don't even know when the actual playing game, I don't know if it's going to be Tuesday or Wednesday, but I know the games like this one, I think, is set up for the Saturday, Monday, then like you said, then there's some Friday and Sunday.
Right, yeah.
So that one right there, and I'm going to zoom back in for people in case they missed it so they can see it. Michigan, they lost a key player. So, see what's up there. You got Texas in there. That's going to be a hard out. Florida State is going to be a hard out. And, like I said, Georgetown is hot, and Colorado's got a nice old team, too. So, we'll see what
do you think on this east side that Alabama could possibly run the table?
You know what? I really don't think so. I think they're hot. As far as, you know what I'm saying, they won the SEC. SEC really didn't have no part. You know, the SEC, the ACC was down, if you want to be honest. Nice team, but, you see who they got off the bet for everybody wants to look. Let's just blow it up real quick. They got Iona. Right. They got Ricky P off the dribble.
Ricky P.
And Ricky P's a hell of a tournament coach. So, they normally get their first one. So, and the thing about it is that style of play that Alabama runs up and down, that's what Iona does. So it's like, that's going to be a track meet. If Alabama, because they really don't got no bigs, they got athletes, they can shoot, and they, Oates, coach. But the thing about it is, it's like, they can't let Iona stay around.
Right.
That cannot happen. You talk about confidence. Yeah, he talking about conference big like that. So we'll see with that one. But I mean, this is a nice bracket as far as the team that probably shouldn't be in there. UCLA, they lost the last 4 games.
Mm. We'll get okay. Yeah, yeah,
You know what I'm saying? So,
yeah,
I mean, that speaks for itself. Lost the last 4 games.
yeah.
You really ain't beat anybody. Nah, man, you got to go. You got.
You got to go. But they in a playing game. Yeah. Ah,
What bracket you want to look
hit
at
them with
next, brother?
hit them with the next region. Whatever you
All
want to put
right,
out there.
let's
Let's
go ahead
get
and
to
go.
it.
Let's go to the South. The South, you got Baylor versus Hartford. You got North Carolina, Wisconsin, Villanova,
Mm.
Winthrop, Purdue number 4 seed against North Texas. That kind of
Yep.
hurt because they basically eliminated West Kentucky last night. Texas Tech, Utah State, Arkansas, Colgate, Florida, Virginia Tech, Ohio State, or Roberts. This region, bro. Let me take it down a little bit. This region right here, man. I don't Arkansas.
That
That it's so funny though because normally, but I guess since SEC probably got like 8 teams in there or whatever, I'm looking at the count. You normally don't have
yeah.
teams playing that, like you see like Arkansas number 3, and then you have Florida number 7. So if they both win and advance stuff, they got a chance at the Sweet 16. That's kind of
Right.
solid, but I guess since you got a lot of teams like that, but it's really not really that hard. I mean, Villanova's got their starting point guard out. North Carolina, you
Uh-huh.
don't know what you're gonna get. Wisconsin sold us a bag of goods. Basically, North Carolina, Wisconsin is the battle of the teams that beat the shit out of Louisville after COVID. Both of them beat the dog shit out of them. You know what I'm saying? So you got that right. I mean, for real. That's. I
I
mean,
think that might be. I think that game right there might be the
still be a
most
good
exciting
one.
game out of all of it. Out of this bracket though, I
That
think
nah,
that might be.
yeah, no. As far as the game right there, that right there, just because I mean, it's 2 different styles, contrast styles. So you have North Carolina who likes to push it, and you got Wisconsin who's gonna go slow. Uh,
Right.
Purdue and North Texas will be a good one because North Texas got a big dude on their squad, and we know that Purdue always keep a big guy. And North Texas like to get up. That's going to be interesting. That might be one of those for your bracket if you're looking for a 13 to pick. That
Yeah.
Texas Tech, Utah State. Utah State, I don't think they probably, they lost. I think they lost their conference and stuff. Arkansas, Colgate, that's a sneaky one. Colgate likes to get up and down the court too. And Arkansas, that's the thing about it. Arkansas, like I said, won so many games in a row, but they're not big. And which
Hmm.
one of the difference between the Power Fives and the non-Power Fives is size. And so when you got
Right.
it's not really big, and Colgate likes to get up and run it down, that's going to be tougher than what people think too. Florida, Virginia Tech. Now this is funny for me because Virginia Tech has been ranked in the top 25 all year. Now they
Yeah.
came off that COVID break, and then what I'm saying, they did lose to I think North Carolina, but Virginia Tech is small too. Florida ain't that big. I mean, they got a couple of dudes, but they've been inconsistent. But you get them as a 10th seed and Florida 7th seed. Nah, that's garbage. Now Ohio State, it,
B.
yeah, Ohio, yeah, Ohio State and Baylor might be going for a crash. But the scary thing is this: if you Ohio State, you got a favorable bracket. Compared to Baylor because Baylor,
Baylor. Yeah.
you don't want to look up and there's North Carolina right there with all them bigs
Right.
and young
Yeah.
dudes that can play and run up down the court too. Even though Baylor has experience, North Carolina got some big dudes on there too. And then
Yeah.
if Wisconsin wins, you got to play that methodical style. You don't want that either. But you look at Ohio State, you take care of Oral Roberts, you got Virginia Tech and Florida.
Florida.
That's
Right.
that's a gimme
Right.
right there.
Right.
That is a give me. And then if you make it like that, then you can look at Arkansas or Texas Tech or what I'm saying
Yeah.
like that. But Baylor's got to go through North Carolina, Wisconsin, which like I said, Villanova is nothing. Purdue is solid, but the Big
Let me
Ten.
ask you this.
Go
Let
ahead.
me ask you this on this bracket. First round, what would be your upset alert on the first round out
I
of these
got
teams right here?
several on here. Several. The Winthrop over Villanova. the North Texas and Purdue, because even though teams like Big Ten have like 8 or 9 teams in there, we've seen it before in the Big East, we've seen it before in the ACC. That don't mean everybody's good, and then
Right.
they're playing other people, and they may not walk out the door. Um, so those right, the Winthrop, Villanova, North Texas, Purdue, and also don't be surprised if that Colgate game is not as close as people think. I mean that right there, and then Virginia Tech is a 10. That to me that ain't even an upset if they beat Florida. I mean I don't even think hell you've been ranked all year. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
I mean, what the hell? But there's several goodies in that one though, bro. There's several goodies in that.
Yeah.
But the one team,
Yeah.
like I said, go back to one question. One team on this side who I don't think should probably been in there
Mm-hmm.
is probably Utah State because they lost. They lost. You know, they was in one bid really conference and lost their stuff and still got in there.
Right.
You know,
Yeah.
hate to say that, but everybody else is pretty solid in there. Probably they won their stuff. So, all right, let's
Right.
move on to the. Let's go west.
West.
We got Gonzaga.
Oh, Gonzaga.
Yeah, Appalachian State and Norfolk. Oklahoma, Missouri, Creighton, Santa Barbara, Virginia, Ohio, USC, Wichita, Drake. This is all funny to me. Kansas, Washington, Oregon, VCU, Iowa, Grand Canyon. This is another one. This is not really. This is not a hard.
Yeah.
That's not a hard bracket for real. For real.
Right.
For real. For real.
Yeah. I was. Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? That's not really a hard.
So Gonzaga should be able to run the tables on
They
this.
should. They should. You guys, you this is the COVID bracket, ain't it?
Basically.
Because you got to look at it. I'm trying to get it situated. Let me raise this up a little bit. There we go. You're absolutely right because the reason why I say this is the COVID bracket, but here, Virginia and Kansas couldn't compete because people on their team tested positive, and it's crazy because
they still in.
ain't quarantine supposed to be like 10 or 14 days? And
yes, it is. Yes,
how
it is.
are they allowed to continue to play? That's ridiculous to me. I mean,
I don't understand that. I don't understand that neither. And that's not fair.
the comeback,
They
yeah.
shouldn't have been able to get in it. They shouldn't have been able to get in it.
Whatever rules that was set for the regular season should have been the same rules they set for this shit, and it apparently is not. To be honest,
Absolutely right. It should have been. What's it like? You said it's 14 days, right?
yeah, it's supposed to be
This first
14.
round stuff starts this week.
Yeah, and you see how they done moved it back because it used to be Thursday and Friday, then Saturday, Sunday. Now they done shift the whole day.
So now what they probably doing is the rapid test. What they say,
Oh yeah,
get it done. Oh, they
yeah.
good.
But one coach said, man, they supposed to get tests every day. Every day, you get in that bubble, you're supposed to get tested every day. And so it's like, I guess it's up to Tuesday. Like before you get in the bubble or whatever, you got up to Tuesday, and if you don't, then you bail out, and then the replacement teams or stuff like that. But that's crazy. But it's some. This is Gonzaga, set up from Gonzaga because to me, Iowa done lost so many damn games. Yes, they in the Big Ten. They're week number 2. The Oregon and VCU, you know what I'm saying? That right there, Oregon. Okay, it can't. Kansas. I mean, come on, man. Kansas.
They just beat COVID.
She still got it. Still got it. That Wichita and Drake right there, both them teams shouldn't even be in there. Both of them lost their conference. I mean, I'm sorry, you know what I'm saying? Without that, that's a lot of teams that kind of shaky and all this kind of stuff. Virginia and Ohio, you got to watch out for the Bobcats because that's not the same Virginia.
Right.
Missouri. I mean, Missouri kind of had it tough at the end. But yeah, this is Gonzaga up and down. I mean, they
right.
Come on, bro. They laughing. They like who's up? I mean, for real. I mean, if anybody's watching Gonzaga this year, man, ain't nobody on it. Only one that I mean, look. Now Baylor. I do like that Mobley cat for who's probably be the number 1 pick or number 2 pick after Cade for USC. That dude's nice, but Other than that, I don't know.
He said, other than that, oh no.
Mm-hmm. That's scary, bro. For real, for real. I ain't gonna lie. That right.
You don't like the kid from Gonzaga, the little freshman?
I like no Gonzaga's the shit on this. They ain't gonna. It's gonna be easy for them. Easy. Yeah. Suggs or Scruggs or whatever. Yeah, he's nice. And then
Yeah.
the dude who transferred from Florida's on it. This is a cakewalk for them. Really. If they that number one team that everybody know that they supposed to be, oh yeah,
Run it.
this is us for real, for real. They should run it. Got to set it up easy for them. That's for sure.
Yeah.
Let me see. And like I said, I'm just looking like Creighton. I mean, yeah, they got in or whatever because they won. They got beat. Now they got beat to death, didn't they? They got beat to death by Georgetown, and you still gave him a fifth seed. Come on, man.
It still got in.
That is ugly. This bracket is for the birds. For real. Yeah, this is easy. They need to say thank you, NCAA.
Absolutely.
Midwest.
Midwest.
You got Illinois and Drexel. You got Loyola, Chicago, and Georgia Tech. Woo! Tennessee, Oregon State, Oklahoma State, Liberty, San Diego State, Syracuse. Now that's a joke. West Virginia, Morehead State. Go Racers. No, that's Racers, Mary. I'm sorry. Eagles. Go Eagles. Clemson, Rutgers, Houston, Cleveland State. Let me see. This Illinois, man, I'm telling you, man, they ain't no joke with that big old coffee in there.
Yeah, I agree with you. I agree with you until that one cat started doing stupid stuff and, you know what I'm saying, try to throw away games. But I agree with you. They can be good as long as dude keep his head together.
First of all, who can stop that big dude in the middle? Kofi.
Nobody can stop him.
That dude, he don't even look human.
No.
We
talked about that last time.
That dude's huge.
I asked you, I said, who is this cat?
That dude is huge.
That's a big dude.
He ought to be illegal. You know what I'm saying? For real. He ought to be illegal, but let me see. And Georgia Tech, let me get this out the way real quick. Syracuse should not be up in there. I mean, for real.
Yeah.
You know, for real. I mean, come on, dude. Let me see. Clemson. This is heavy. ACC. You got Georgia Tech. You got Syracuse. You got Clemson. Houston. They solid, but they don't really impress me, man. I like Grimes. He used to play for Kansas City. He's nice, but they don't really impress me like that though. Clemson, Rutgers probably gonna beat Clemson. Clemson didn't look like shit to me. West Virginia's gonna be tough. That Morehead State and West Virginia game, that's gonna be a good one. But that West Virginia, if they can go ahead and get, a lot of times getting that first game, you find if West Virginia go and get that, they can get Houston's ass big time.
Yeah, West Virginia. I like West Virginia. They tough.
Yeah. Huggers ain't no joke. Now, San Diego State should go ahead and just pulverize Syracuse. Only thing is they got the zone and all this kind of shit, but that's bullshit. Now that Liberty team is good. Oklahoma State, they got Cade. Now see that right there is gonna be interesting. Yeah. Cade Cunningham right off the bat with Liberty, that's cool, but that ain't the one. But if Tennessee go ahead and beat Oregon State, I mean, they won the pack, you know what I'm saying, 12, and they got hot. But see Cade against Oregon State or Tennessee, who Tennessee was a preseason top 10, and just materialized, they kept on losing this shit. But Cade he gonna do some damage. Illinois and Georgia Tech. It is so funny. Georgia Tech won the ACC.
Yep.
Is this the same team that Louisville smoked? I mean, it's like, and Vigore get on this in a little bit, so I won't hype on that. So,
yeah.
Georgia Tech and Illinois to go ahead, and I like the kid in the middle, Moore, whatever. I think it's Moore. Last name Moore for Georgia Tech, the Player of the Year at ACC. That's a damn shame because it could have been about 5 or 6 players. And normally, when somebody wins the Player of the Year in the ACC, the name stands out. They really
Right.
okay. But Illinois and Oklahoma State should be nice. So Sweet 16. Kofi and AO against Cade and them. That right there. And the thing about it is, Illinois' coach used to coach at Oklahoma State for like a couple of years or so and bounced. Took the job,
Awesome.
left back and shit, all kinds of crazy shit.
So this is just setting this up for a great game.
Yeah, some feelings hurt and shit.
Yeah. Right.
Other than that, when you look at it though, bro, I mean, Illinois, if you supposed to be that dude, I mean, you got the Oklahoma State and Tennessee.
Yeah.
Georgia Tech ain't gonna be easy because they do play defense. They pride themselves on defense, and they do got that monster in the middle. But he cannot Kofi. But he'll throw his shit though because he's athletic. Dude is athletic. Yeah. And the big Kofi, 6'11", 7 foot, think that 6'8" dude ain't gonna throw his shit. Yeah, he will throw it. San Diego State Circuit. All that shit down there is just flip a coin. To me, the best team on the bottom is probably West Virginia. It ain't even Houston. So
I told you I've been on West Virginia all year. I like him.
And really, the truth, like if Illinois or Oklahoma State or whatever can meet up or come up out of there, it look like they going to that Final Four because even though I like West Virginia, it's just that the Big Ten is so physical, so they're not going to be scared of that West Virginia physicalness. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Like, we physical too. I mean, we beat up each other. Plus, we got a big ass shack in the middle too. And we don't bat nobody like that. So yeah. I already told you the teams I didn't think supposed to be in there. First round, the upsets though. Let's look at that real quick.
Who you got for the upset?
Oregon State might get Tennessee. Oregon State might get Tennessee, and I think Rutgers is gonna get Clemson. I mean, I'm just not. They have not impressed me all year. I just for real. You know, that's
right.
It is what it is. That one.
Right.
But I mean, it's shaping up. It should be a good one though, and we definitely gonna dive in more on that as the week goes on. You know what I'm saying? Because then we'll be able to hear more stuff as far as replacement team. We got 4 replacement team. I know Louisville.
Louisville's one. I seen that.
Louisville. Then it's I can't even think of the rest of shit. You know,
because Louisville's the first team that's gonna get the first bid for the replacement. If somebody needs a replacement team or whatever.
Speaking of that, Mr. Chris Mack, Louisville team left out of March Madness. Woo! Let me. He's blocking you, so I'm gonna lower his ass down a little bit. He's blocking you, so you know we'll just lower his ass, keep him down a little bit. So we'll do it like that. Yeah. That right there, shocking. As far as to me, when I saw some of these teams' names, like Syracuse, I mean, there's nothing I seen that Syracuse was basically ranked higher or whatever than Drake because they lost. UCLA is kind of shocking. I mean, you know what I'm saying? But you take care of business, you ain't got to worry about that.
You ain't got to worry about nothing. You ain't got to worry about nothing. Lost to Duke.
Yeah, didn't show up for Duke
to win that game.
Didn't show up.
Win that game.
Yeah, didn't show up for Duke in the first 15 minutes. It took a 16-0 run to get back in the game, take the lead, and then give it up anyway. Then the second half, still, if you win when you're supposed to win or do what you're supposed to do, beat the team like that game early in the season when you lost to Miami.
Right.
That dude go off about 35 or some shit. Come on, dude. I've never seen a team that once you know somebody is that leading scorer, they don't. There's no as our brother would say, bump. it's no adjustments. It's like,
Right.
we're just sitting
Yeah.
there just taking it like, okay, we're good. You know what I'm saying? Like we'll let Mark go for. That's okay if you stop everybody else.
Right.
And it's okay if you can put points on the board. Two of,
Right.
two of them three things don't happen all the time. So it's like that right there, man, that right there. And hey, you did it to yourself. You did it
Yeah.
yourself. You did
Yeah.
it
Yeah.
yourself.
I mean, like we said, COVID didn't make it no better. A couple of games that we lost, it was like, okay, how did we lose that game? But like we said, it comes down to coaching at the end of the day. You got to put your team in the right positions to succeed. So, Mac, this is on you, Mac.
Yeah. And you know what? To get on that COVID thing real quick, because that COVID basically knocked out 7, 8 games for Louisville. You know what I'm
Yes.
saying? 7, 8
Yep.
games that a young team need. You know what I'm saying? To
Right.
improve and all this kind of stuff. But I will say this. Big time firm believer. I'm with you on that. And we talk about it all the time. But when you come out of COVID, the first time you lose by 30 some points or whatever, the whole excuse was we Carlik Jones. Okay, that's cool. But Carlik wasn't gonna make up for 30 some points. We know that. It'd have been maybe you lose by 10, maybe 12, but then all of a sudden, the next week, Wisconsin go down and get their heads blown off by the average
Exactly.
team. Like, oh
Right.
shit. Damn, COVID must really messed it up. Okay, cool. Then
Yeah.
you have a second break, right? You
Yep.
have a second break. And then you have a 40, damn near a 50 piece. A 50
Yep.
piece. You had 50 piece without the pink lemonade and without the wedges.
All that.
You had all that shit, bro. I mean, you had that. It was ridiculous. You
Yeah.
had that. And you had car league and all this kind of stuff. No effort. I understand legs. Anybody play that? But see, one thing though, you have enough players that effort. Go try do something. Otherwise, why
Right.
play that game? Why even play those games if these dudes ain't coming out ready? I mean, I just doesn't understand that. Like, and then not even just that. Like the whole season so far has been. Well, let me say season because they already said that they ain't even take no bid for NIT.
Right.
That's a wrap. So the whole season, like, it's almost like you had to jump start the offense. It's like he didn't know the combination to use, and plus, if you ever watch the Mark and Will show, a bird's eye view of Puri, you already know how I feel about not playing a big man when you have a big man
Yeah.
on your team,
Right.
unless you lights out shooters. Now Louisville has done in the past, Ellis Miles and Cornelius Holden and all this shit, but most of them were surrounded with shooters.
Right.
No shooters on this team. There's a bunch of
Right.
combo guards and swing men who are scared to shoot the ball. And
Right.
one of your best shooters was the one you played at the par at the center, and he had a battle against 7 foot. You know what I'm saying? All this kind of stuff.
Yeah.
It took him a while to adjust. He started hitting his mojo at the end. So my thing is, man, what are you doing? What's going on? I don't mean what's going on with the style of play. No one cared about that defense. It doesn't produce steals. Uh, the offense is stagnant. You wait for you be like, hey Mark, come up the top of the screen so I can
Right.
pick and roll and I'll just go and create and all that. When you play against good teams that just funnel your ass back out, you're not penetrating. So I mean, maybe
So do you
good at
think?
anything.
So do you think that Mac could possibly be thinking in the back of his head, well, this wasn't. I'm not gonna say it wasn't a real season. I won't say that because they still played or whatever.
Yeah.
But I'm trying to see how to say this. Do you think that he's basically like, okay, this is a do-over?
Well, man,
We'll do better next year. I'm not worried about this year because it seems
um,
like it's kind of attitude he could have. I don't know that, but
but we
do you
talked.
think it's the kind of attitude he has
We talked about.
because he knows this is a makeup season?
But we talked about that on Bird's Eye View last show
Yeah.
because basically with the COVID and the allegations and all this shit. But still, man, I mean, I hope not. I mean, I don't know what that cat's thinking, and I don't know about. I don't know even from the style of play. And if you're doing that, then that's not good. And then your boss must have told you that shit. If your boss done told you, hey, Mark, don't worry about it. We'll get it next month. So that means you got a whole month to just to piss off and play around.
Yeah.
And then my thing is this: if that's the case, why didn't bring Carly Jones and Millen and all them do her? Why they trying to get to the tournament? And really, they tweeted out a picture earlier today showing them practice. So I'm pretty sure they thought they was in the tournament. I'm
Yeah,
pretty sure.
exactly.
But
But you know what's so crazy,
go
bro?
ahead.
I knew something was up when they didn't even show Louisville like watching and waiting like if they was going to get in.
They rarely do though, to be honest, with Louisville. Even the years, I'm just saying, like
Yeah,
years,
yeah.
they rarely. Even when Louisville was like number one seed, like normally they have number one seed. They normally don't do that. I don't know why, but whatever. So, but my thing is this: is when I start seeing them playing, people pop in with the like. Normally, everybody had Louisville as a play-in, so you knew it was going to be like two lower levels, maybe two or three lower levels.
Yeah.
And I'm seeing UCLA, and I'm like, oh shit, that'd have been the one we probably been in. So, but to go back on your thing, if he is doing that, then at the end of the day, all that shows his face, the lack of effort and stuff like that. Just put it this way, this team had enough talent to make the NCAA tournament.
Right.
This team did not perform like they wanted to make the NCAA tournament. Louisville started off 9-1, finished up 13-7. You do the math.
Yep.
And this has been an ongoing thing. I mean, even though last year was taken away, we started out hot and stuff like that, but we hit a bumpy road. I mean, we was gonna go to the top.
Exactly.
We understand that.
Right.
We had some senior shooters and all this kind of stuff. But dude, I mean, what are you doing?
Right.
What are you doing? And nobody want to hear about well, I can, because he got a press conference tomorrow at 1:30. So I'm pretty sure we're going to hear about, I just knew we was in. Well, you know what? Take care of what you can take care of. And that's the play on the court. When you had an opportunity, like we said before, if Louisville would have beat Virginia at home, they'd have been in.
Right.
Top 16 team, whatever it was, you know what I'm saying? You get out there and you look like you just wanted to play close. Like, we just want to be near you type shit. Like, dude, that's you know what I'm saying? We just want to be near you. Like, nah, dude, that's
Right.
not how it goes, man. That's some crappy shit. And it showed.
Right.
And it showed, man. I mean, I don't know too many people, and I know you talk to a lot of people too that I've talked to was like, man, the style of play is exciting. I mean, only thing they talked about really was Carly Jones.
Yes.
This dude right here, what would the team look like without him and all this kind of stuff?
Uh-huh.
David had glimpses sometimes, but David was inconsistent. Maybe that was the sophomore thing or whatever. But yeah, I mean, you was really like tune in to see if Carly Jones can carry them on the back again.
Exactly.
If he's gonna save them at the end, you know what I'm saying? And Virginia game he couldn't. Virginia said no. You know what I'm saying? You're not doing shit. You know what I'm saying? Man, welcome to the ACC. And
Right.
the Duke game, I mean, it was like, don't get me wrong, it's hard to beat a team 3 times.
3 times.
Especially a team that has enough talent to beat you that you barely won the previous 2.
Right.
That's number one. But I think when you come out and the effort was not there, like the juice, you know what I'm saying? Like,
Yeah.
come on, let's get it. It's almost like, oh man, we in the tournament. We good. We win. Nah, partner.
That Duke game, you said the effort wasn't there. We all seen it. We all watched the game.
At least it didn't look like it to us.
Right. So going off that, do you think them guys kind of like said, well, I Chris, we'll quit on you.
Nah, I think I don't know if you was cool. I think that they thought they all was in the tournament. I thought they thought that basically we done beat Duke twice. You know what I'm saying? That's cool. And probably thought also that we got this. One thing I would say is University of Louisville was the second youngest team in the ACC. Even though we look at the grad transfer, you know what I'm saying, as far as Carleek, you know what I'm saying, they still had enough young people who was inexperienced. But that's where leadership. Malik's hurt. You can only lead so much on the sidelines. When you ain't in the world with us, you can only lead so much. because everybody knows those 3 games that he played, besides the North Carolina game, you know what I'm saying? He was just, he was winded. He was like Bambi out there. Excuse me. But everybody looked comfortable enough with him.
Right.
And that's another thing. Once he went out for good, they might have been like, oh, man, here we go. Here we go.
Right.
Here we go. I can't play my position that I normally would play, man. I'm outie, though. Right. I don't want to see this shit. Yeah, man, for real. That might have, you know what? That might have been a big blow, too, because they was like, man, he ain't even coming back. We was starting to, dude playing forward like I'm supposed to be playing and all this kind of stuff. So, yeah, I mean, that hurt. And that's the thing about it is it's so easy for us as fans and media, stuff like that, to assume. I would say this, and I'm a believer. These dudes train hard, they work hard, and all that kind of stuff. But what's the when you watch it on TV, it just translates like what's going on. Like we've seen enough players that, man, hey, I play defense. We seen Louisville play. Hey, I'm gonna you down. I'm gonna do whatever. And I think that takes away, like that defense does not can do steals. It's like I don't want you to be aggressive. I just want you to stay in front of your man. I hate when they just wall up, put their hands up instead of trying to block. Don't get me wrong. Don't try to block every shot. You can't do that. You got to be smart with it. But it's like, and then I've never seen where people so many times get offensive rebounds and we just got our hands up and they just lay up. And it's like if they get an offensive board, it's around. That's 2. That's going in there because we're not blocking it anyway. I'm going to tell you real quick. What needs to happen, I hope what happens, is that Vince Tyree, if you're listening, please, that end of season meeting, I really hope you have that with him and I hope y'all change that style, man. I really hope so. Because that style of play, I mean, nobody wants to see that for real. I mean, we used to joke, even though Virginia won the national championship and all this kind of stuff with that, but Virginia also had lights out shooters. They also had a skill forward that no one can guard, Hunter. A guy was lights out shooter, and the other guy they were 6'4", 6'5" guard. I mean, they was big men. I mean, they was great with that. That's the style,
right?
But it's like it seemed like you got enough players on this team, man. You can really get up and down the court. Bump said like watching paint dry, and he just right, man, right. I mean, like I said, we as Cardinals fans have to figure out who we gonna watch. Like last year. Ward might hit 8 threes and McMahon might hit 4. You know what I'm saying? Sutton might come down with a dunk and all. You know what I'm saying? It's like, dude. This team was just like position back. Hey, I got you.
Yeah.
I mean, it's like
wasn't
exciting at all, man.
Yeah,
exciting. And that, like I said, Vince need to go ahead and have a nice little out And if Vince don't do it, there's something wrong with Vince.
Right.
Hey, you can't be satisfied with this, bro. 1 year is different, but he's been in 3 years, and I mean, granted, COVID did one. The first year, he had a bit of pass, but it's like, what's the player development? You know what I'm saying? Like, what's going on with that, man? I mean, I don't see it. And then, you got a young team, right? And you got some people, and I understand I wasn't playing NIT either, but then also you got to look like, what are these? Can I get some more practices with these dudes? I mean, I missed 40 days of practice. Maybe I need to play NIT so I can, so I can experiment people and try to get them here.
Exactly.
So now you just gonna shut the door.
Yeah. Basically, I agree with you.
Don't just because your feelings got hurt. What if you won the games you're supposed to win? You have to worry about it.
That's on him.
Yeah,
Chris.
Yeah. Big time.
Well, let me ask you this though, brother.
Go ahead.
I gotta know who in the hell put Kentucky's AD on the board of head of the whole damn tournament?
Yeah, man. They rotate that, and I forgot. I think this was his first year doing that. Yeah, that wasn't good. That wasn't good for a team that was 13-7. 13-7. You. And I get to make the decision.
And I get to make the decision.
And, even though they come on, he's like, well, these other teams bumped. Man, come on, man. But Syracuse over us, over Louisville, really? Draco didn't win there. What's up, Ray Ray? You know what I'm saying? So it's like Kentucky gonna get to play. Guess who's not else getting the flame? You guys. So, you know what I'm saying? Yeah, bro. Yeah, man. That was ugly.
Yes.
That was easy. But you know what? Louisville made it easy for them.
Yes, he did.
Didn't beat Duke. Didn't beat Virginia. Oh, man. So you talking about Louisville? We get the. I tell you what I'm going to do for you, Louisville. I'm going to let y'all be the first replacement team. Ain't no. Dog, and they check this out, though, Mark. They said pretty much that a team, before they get, like, have to be replaced, they can show up there without coaches and still have only 5 players they can play. It takes a lot to be their replacement team. Yeah.
Wow.
You ain't getting in there. That's a wrap. That's a wrap. Season's over.
What happened?
Season's over, boy. That's a wrap, man. That's over with, man. When you can do that, when you can have only 5 players that can play, our whole team without coaches, and y'all can still get in the bubble and play. I said they know what it's doing. They know what it's doing.
Yeah.
So my beloved team can't play. And y'all want me to be an advocate for y'all? Universal?
Right.
Hell no. But hey, like I said, you gave him an opportunity to do that as a team. As a team,
yes, you did.
Like I said, you lose to Miami. Shouldn't have lost to Miami, man. Hold on, I need to pull up real quick while we on this topic. I'm gonna pull this up real quick. No, about Louisville schedule real quick. I'm gonna pull it up real quick because there's several teams on here, man. I mean, don't get me wrong, you can't win every game, and everybody knows that, you know. But check this out. Hell, Seton Hall didn't get there. You remember the beginning, everybody thought Seton Hall was, had a chance, and they did have a chance, but they got knocked. Georgetown was like, man, we doing this for John Thompson.
Right.
Everybody out, get up out of here, and all this kind of shit. So, let me see. Like I said, you lost to Wisconsin by about a 35 piece, 40 piece almost. Miami is definitely hurt you. Florida State came to the crib and then just smacked you around. It says 13, but it felt like 43. I mean, it really wasn't in the game. You know what I'm saying? You can't lose. You lost to a Clemson team that really wasn't spectacular, who's going to get put out the first game anyway against Rutgers. You know what I'm saying? Rutgers ain't been in there since Susan B. Anthony stopped being on pieces. So, that's a wrap for them. Come on. Rutgers? Get out of here with that bullshit. Then you go into the mighty February. North Carolina, like you were supposed to play 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 8 games. You missed like 4. So you only played 4 games in February. You beat Georgia Tech. You know what I'm saying? Who won it? You beat them by 16. Everybody's like, "Oh, we back, we ready." Then you had to go into COVID again, basically. Then you come out of COVID, North Carolina just almost 100 points out of my face. You beat Notre Dame. You lost. You beat Duke, which was great. You beat them at their place. That's Malik. Then you had another COVID thing. That's because Virginia Tech tried to lift their way in, and it paid off. They didn't play nobody to the tournament, then lost to North Carolina. Now they in the tournament still. Then Virginia and Duke. So I mean, it's like you limped. I mean, granted, the size is small because you only play like 20 games. We understand that,
yeah.
And that sucked. You know what I'm saying? And that it is what it is. But that's crazy though. That's crazy. So let me ask you this though, Mark.
What up, brother?
If you the AD, what you doing? What you doing?
If I'm the AD of who?
Louisville.
Are we going to the
No, I'm just talking about the whole Chris Mack situation. And don't get me wrong, I'm not saying fire the dude. I ain't saying that.
You ain't saying fire him, right?
No, I ain't saying fire him.
Me and Chris got to go. We got to have a conversation, right?
Yeah.
Hey, Chris, what you doing? How you gonna make this team better? Why are you doing it this way? Because I'm hearing stuff and I'm seeing stuff how you playing. The whole world sees it. So what you gonna do to change it?
Yeah.
Okay, put it this way, Mac. You got past this. Okay, we still dealing with Patino. We still dealing with all this. You got a year. Get this together. Immediately. Get it together. You have a year. And I think that's me talking. That's me talking. He has a year to get this shit together. Louisville can't keep doing this, Doc. We not in the tournament, bro. Louisville's not in the tournament.
Hurts. That hurts, man. You can't even, in a year that you should have made it, you had enough talent, and that even when you get in the tournament, we don't even know if these teams, like once the tournament start playing, there's going to be some people to test positive and shit. You know what I'm saying? So it's like, yeah, you still couldn't make it, man. I mean, you know what I'm saying? You still couldn't make it. That's kind of bad.
You still, yeah, I see what you're saying.
You still should have made it. I mean, granted on the court, I mean, you still should have made it. I mean,
you should have made it. You should have made it. You're supposed to make it.
Yeah.
But we said third, and we made that Mark Williams cat look like he was Shaq.
Woo!
So, I mean, damn. It's what happened.
Yeah. Everybody got to say, dude won't never get no Bill Russell's number like that ever again. Ever again. That is a wrap.
But this hurts though. This is a stinker. This is a stinker. Because you gotta watch this whole tournament knowing that Louisville's not coming on.
Well, you know what? This will be the easy. This might be great for the Kentucky fans, Indiana fans, Louisville fans. You might win your brackets because you ain't got to pick Louisville, Kentucky, or Indiana go all the way to win it all because you know it ain't happening. You know what I'm saying?
Hey, you always got them Louisville people who got Louisville going all the way.
Yeah, Kentucky too.
Yes, sir.
Whatever, Indiana too. Now you can go ahead and play your bracket without worrying about, damn. Yeah, I think they can beat that. I think they can beat Gonzaga. I think they can beat. No, they can't. I think they can beat Illinois. I think it. Nah, you can worry about that now. That's a wrap.
It's over.
And the crazy thing is this. Big Blue Nation, I think we talked about this. I don't know if we talked about it on air or whatever. Big Blue Nation popped the court because they knew they weren't going nowhere.
Hell yeah.
Hey, they had the champagne like they was Miami Dolphins. Y'all ain't going nowhere either.
Kentucky need to figure out who Cal's going to talk to go to the league tonight.
Well, they already lost one player. That Fletcher guy, I'm surprised he even came back. You know, he told his ass to go ahead and go back to St. Louis. And then he came back, still didn't play. I mean, everybody knew that. Interesting to see what Clark's going to do. Askew said he's coming back, which, where was he going? I mean, he wasn't going pro. I mean, I guess he could have transferred or whatever. Like anybody, that's the thing about it, like any and everybody can like transfer. It's a year. Everybody can say, man, I'm outie. You know what I'm saying? Peace out. All that kind of stuff. But yeah, now you're gonna see the rosters. Like say Louisville ain't playing no more. Now we're gonna hear like if somebody who's leaving because like the transfer portal is so huge with great to good players. If you can lock somebody up now, that's what's gonna happen. So I mean, maybe he was like, no NIT. We ain't do that. I need to make a change. Well, you need to. I mean, for real. Don't get me wrong. I think they got enough talent, but it's like, what we doing here though? What we doing?
I think
Boston is it still gonna be the same
shit?
Who?
I think Boston need to come back.
Yeah, but see, the problem is this. Well, the problem is this. He's already got 6 or 7 other dudes that's coming in, so they play his position. You come back, you're gonna be on that bench.
Oh Lord.
Yeah, you're gonna be on the bench and sitting there like, damn man, I'm only getting 10 minutes this year. I should have went pro. Yeah. I mean,
He
yeah.
goes to G League.
Well, yeah, out of OTE, because I mean, hell, it's is he still 18? Or I mean, I mean,
Right.
if not, he go to the G League. So shit, yeah. Like ask you. I mean, he
Yeah.
just turned 18, so he could just go to that OTE or the G League.
OTE. Yeah.
Everybody has that option, so yeah.
Get a couple dollars.
Yeah, get something because you got. And the thing about it is, like for the ask you cat, dude, you know he's bringing in 2, 3 guards, man. He's probably trying to convince Mitch to even come back. So it's like, dude, you're not gonna. He sort of bench you anyway. You're not really
Right.
gonna do nothing. I mean, so might need to be looking at another school.
Yeah.
I mean, those days. I mean, don't get me wrong. There's still the K Cunninghams out there and stuff like that. But as these new leagues are forming, the days of that's over. You're gonna have to coach. You're gonna have to get the
Right.
players that fit your system to do what they need to do, and then it's gonna take some time. You're gonna need some sophomores and juniors and stuff like that. And that's the thing about when you look at Louisville, when you have, I think it's like your freshman class is not that big. Your sophomore is 3 or 4. I mean, it's like people done transferred out, different stuff
Yeah.
like that. Then you always relying on grad transfers, which Carly was a given. I like, and then we had some Damian Lee, Trey. We done had some nice, you know what I'm saying. But we also had some
Right.
that didn't work out, and it's like, why not go ahead and have a true freshman that you could develop as a point guard or something like that to be his. I mean, because
Right.
when Carly Jones and David Johnson had to play basically damn near 40 minutes a game. So as we're playing Duke, and these dudes is not going out, and then you was
Yep.
look at Florida State right in the mouth, who out in your pressure. It's like that's not even fair for the players. Like, dude,
Absolutely.
you run. It's like a running back. You run them down, man. So you got to
Yeah.
get that. You got to get that. So that sucked right there.
Hell yeah. Hell yeah.
Stupid shit. So we'll see, bro, on that one. Who's gonna develop this guard? Right. I don't know. Hey, Carly will take him on the wing. For real. That's the whole thing, Carly. But you gotta look. Shit, it took a long time for Rick to have one. Yeah, Rick, as far as point guards, you know what I'm saying, like that. So, but you got to recruit them. You got to bring a point guard in. Everybody can't be a combo guard.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Because them combo guards at the end of the day is gonna want to get their points. And then if you can't get by nobody, then why are you out here?
Basically.
Yeah. And that's what Bump said. Stop bringing in 5th-year seniors and learn to develop. Yeah, you have to, man. And it was like, okay, so you got Gino Guguli, whatever, the assistant coach, who Chris Paul, you know what I'm saying? So it's like, ain't like you ain't got nobody who ain't been around some point guards and stuff like that.
Right.
But I mean, yeah, if you don't have the people on your staff to develop players, then don't need to be on your staff.
No,
That's the point.
exactly.
Don't need
Exactly.
to be on your staff. So I mean, yeah, you got to
Right.
look at that. So you got to bring in players like that, and then big man, Begeets is supposed to be a developer of all that stuff. You know what I'm saying? Francisco Garcia wasn't a point guard. We talking about point guards, though, man. Yeah, he was a point forward. But we talking about assistant. No, I'm talking about Ray Anderson State, because the thing about it is we understand, you know what I'm saying, as far as point forward. We done been blessed with some point forwards. We're talking about point guard. And actually, we talking about Carleek wasn't bad at his stuff. But you have no backup? Who was his backup? And don't say David Johnson.
Right.
Both of them looking at each other the whole damn 40 minutes. So it's like, damn. And that's crazy, man. For real.
Yeah.
And that's the sad part of the whole thing, man. You just, and like I said, you got to. If you ain't got the coaches to develop people, then that's a problem. That's serious.
That needs to be another meeting. What the hell is your coaches doing?
Right.
What we doing, Chris?
Exactly.
You know what, Chris? They don't get a year, Chris. Get a whole new coaching staff, damn it. Shit.
You can't develop people. If you can't develop people, then that's
I mean,
a serious issue. Seriously.
right, right. That's like having your son in high school and you don't see him go nowhere.
Yeah.
You understand what I'm saying? They got coaches out there, the assistant coaches helping them and stuff like that. Like, why, what's going on?
Yeah. Right.
So, I don't know. We need to get together, though. I think
Bump,
we can.
Bump said David and Sam has regressed. I would say on Sam, though, his last 7-8 games, he was solid. He wasn't no superstar. You know what I'm saying? We understand that, and that's the problem. We get these McDonald's All-American. We think they're going to be superstars and all that kind of stuff. And he has a great mid-range game. Yeah, and he should be able to go to the hole more. And you're right. He should have took a bigger bump. He should have took a bigger jump from last year to this year. I mean, we heard about it. You know what I'm saying? Maybe them 40 days of non-practice really hurt. You know what I'm saying? That kind of
right.
stuff. But I was
going down the momentum or something.
Yeah. But David, I mean, I don't know. He hit that sophomore wall or something. Because I mean, and you know that Carly had to be like, man, I can't deal with this. You know he had to do that for real.
Yeah, of course.
Because he's thinking, man, we supposed to be the best backcourt in the ACC, some of the top ones in the country, and I don't even know if you're gonna show up tonight.
Right. That's a damn. Ooh, that's so.
You know what I'm saying? I'm like, come on, bro. Like, you know what we talking about here? So you know that.
Right. Yeah.
That sucked right there for real.
Hurt.
Yeah, that hurt big time for real. But you know,
especially if a team is locking me up. I can't do nothing. I need you to show out.
Virginia game. Yes, sir. That Virginia game was right there. That was evidence number one. It's like, dude, what are you doing? Because this little dude on me is just all in me. I can't breathe. You know?
Right.
And then when I do penetrate, it's a wall of China. You supposed to be knocking them down, doing whatever. And don't get me wrong.
Right.
David, he played well. His games was better than his bad one. He had more good games than bad games. But he needed to be elite. He needed to be averaging 17 with Carly. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
He had to be, for them to succeed, it had to be like that and all that. I mean, that's for this team, the way it was made up, you know, because you're three, like bumping them, you know, talking about that, you know, Sam, you know, it should take 17, 13 games in the season. Okay, he's here. That he's rebounding all this kind of shit. It shouldn't, and then, you know, Dre Davis, young guy, you know what I'm saying? So you know you're going to go up and down. Withers, he's playing out of position, you know what I'm saying? He might start out slow and then he end up with 9 and 8 and stuff like that. So it's like, and then you power forward. I mean, when you had Solinsky in there, you didn't know what you was getting. Nicky Bird was hurt, so it was a lot of stuff that was out of whack, man, out of whack. So
right,
you got to fix all that, partner. For real.
Yeah, you got to. Better.
You ain't got no choice.
You only got 1 year.
That's what you got. One more year.
You got 1 year.
Yeah.
You got 1 year, brother.
Hell, if hindsight was 2020, you should have went ahead to get probation. Should have banned yourself again.
You said you should have banned yourself again.
Yeah, should have. I mean, that's a wasteful year, right?
Nah, you ain't lying.
20 games. You only played 20 games. You didn't even get in the tournament. Jeez,
Louise, is it right?
Yeah, ugly. But yeah, you know,
Mac ain't tripping. Mac got his stimulus check. He out shopping right now.
Mac don't need him. You know he didn't qualify. You know he didn't qualify. He's good. He's probably at the lake. His press conference gonna be at the lake. You can have one of these screens like we got, you know what I'm saying?
Like we got,
and it's gonna look like the U of L stuff on there, like he's at the press conference and he's gonna sit there in his shorts, swim trunks, whatever.
Nonchalant.
He's nice. He's good. But we definitely wanted to join everybody, you know what I'm saying, give a little show today just because the brackets. And also, I mean, yeah, Louisville didn't make it, Kentucky didn't make it, Indiana didn't make it,
Right.
Element didn't make it. You know what I'm saying? EKU didn't make it. Moorhead did make it. I don't think Murray made it. So, I mean, you know, only like one school. Basically.
Yep.
So, definitely wanted to talk about that. You know how we do. So, we definitely will
Yes, sir.
guys tomorrow with a little bit more of the NCAA and plus more other stuff that's going on. You know, y'all know how we do.
Yes, sir. Y'all be safe.
Another banger.
Yes.
Like, comment, and subscribe.
Always. You got to, right? That's a must, right? Y'all haven't
It's a must.
subscribed yet? What's going on? What's the
It's a
deal?
must.
What y'all playing for? Quit playing with us, man.
It's 8 p.m. Crease. Let's get it. Mark and Will, yeah. Mark and Will, yeah. It's the Mark and Will Show. It's the Mark and Will Show. Monday through Friday, player. Watch it while you on the go. It's the Mark and Will Show. It's the Mark and Will Show. Catch them at 8 p.m. They gon' tell you what they know. It's the Mark and Will Show. It's the Mark and Will Show. Monday through Friday, player. Watch it while you on the go. It's the Mark and Will Show. It's the Mark and Will Show. Catch them at 8 p.m. They gon' tell you what they know.